All right, what's up, y'all? It's your boy back with another episode of Thoughts from Your Boy podcast.
Your boy PSD in the building.
It's your girl Jayla.
I am Tricky Ricky over in the corner.
Big shout out to this dysfunctional world. You know, we holding it down for bro. All right, this topic today, we're talking about dating. Dating and just everything that encompasses dating. Good, bad, ugly, all that good stuff, right? Without further ado, we jumping straight into
Let's go.
it. Bro, we gonna start with you on this one. Okay, in your opinion, what is the hardest part of dating in 2023?
Communication.
Communication. Okay, we're gonna write that one down because we coming back to that one.
Communication.
Okay, calm. And hold on, what's the hardest? We're gonna come back to you with the communication thing. What you got?
Come back to me. It's
Okay.
fine.
Oh, what you got?
Compromise.
Compromise.
Ooh.
Okay.
Why
Okay.
y'all doing me like this?
Ooh. Y'all
Ooh.
own it. Okay, you ready? Or not yet? Okay, go ahead and break down why you say communication is the hardest part in 2023.
Well, because
Mm.
communication, because it's like people don't listen. They hear what they want to hear.
Mm.
And I've heard it in all relationships. It's not going to change. Well, you said this, and that. And it's like, no, I didn't.
Mm.
You hear that.
Right. You
This
heard
is
it,
what
that's
I said, and this
yeah.
is what I mean. This is what I'm standing on. And even with the compromise, because that's going to go hand in hand. I said I would do this, not that. I said we can do this, not that. Then you try to flip it. It's going to happen in every relationship with every man and every woman.
I agree.
But definitely the communication. Definitely.
And I
got
say-
another one too. But go ahead, Rick.
Well, she got to give her first though, but he said compromise, so
Okay, so when it comes to the compromising part, I feel like, it basically falls on the person's mindset upstairs. Are they really ready, or are they just out trying to sow they seeds or whatever?
Mhm.
But when you go to look at that situation like this, it depends on male or female, the line of work that they work in. You may have a female that may be a physical trainer, or you might have a female that's an exotic dancer, or an Instagram influencer. Most guys are not going to be cut out for that,
good point.
because
Yeah,
you have to deal with your clients. Exotic dancers have to entertain their clients, and Instagram models, hey, they just hey, hit me in the DM. And I
Right.
tell them what they're doing though, but who wants to put up with something that, draw that much attention? And not a lot of men out here are equipped and ready to compromise or be willing to compromise in that situation, or being in a compromising position.
Y'all coming
Yeah.
on with it.
You
It's
at
the
dinner.
man for me in the building.
hey, you at dinner. Oh my God, it's Jay. Hey, can we take a selfie? I can't.
Yeah.
It's the men coming
Come on.
through.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say respect because I'm big on respect.
Mm.
Gotta have it.
When I say respect, I'm like, as far as like how you dress. Like sometimes we
Absolutely.
we
Absolutely.
gotta dress for the occasion.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like
Mhm.
you can't be sagging when we go to Casanova.
Ah.
We need to dress up. I like people that know how to switch it up. If I go to the gym, I might have my tights and my bra on. You gotta respect that because you knew who I was before you met me.
Mhm.
So it just be like, okay, you respect me for going in there with my tights and my bra on, but knowing that I'm loyal to you, and this is my job. But outside of this, I'm a different person, so I
Right.
can switch it up between the two people that I am.
Mm.
So like, far as like, if we go to church now and we go out, I'm a whole different breed. You're gonna see 3 different people.
Right.
It's
Yep.
all, it's all
Yep.
about code switching to me.
I mean, but you have to have that. You have to be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because the same outfit you wear in the church can't be the same one you wear
I know.
to, you know what I'm saying, to like
I
a
wanna
dance
speak
function.
I
What
want
you
to speak on some of that. That's
Okay.
that's where it all comes back down to communication. Because in the beginning, that's going to be something that the male and the female should communicate about. Hey, what do you like to do in your spare time? Hey, I like to go to the gym. Okay, being in the male, how do you like to dress in the gym as a male? Okay, well, I go in there, some type of loose shirt, maybe a tank top, sleeves, arms out, something like that. Okay, as a female, how do you dress? Those are things that, piggybacking off what she said, you're going to find that out before going into the gym.
Mhm.
If I'm dating you, let's say hypothetically we've been dating for a few months, I'm not going into the gym with you, and this is my first time knowing what you dress like. I'm gonna ask because once again, we're in 2023. It is what it is.
Mhm.
Hey, how do you dress? Because some people dress like that for attention. Some people dress
Mhm.
like that because it's the occasion. Hey, I'm in
Right.
the gym, so
True.
I'm gonna dress like this. Hey, when I go hoop, I'm gonna wear hooping shorts and the shirt. Hey, when I go to church, button down slacks, button down jeans, something 2-button polo.
Yeah.
When I'm chilling, sweats, t-shirt. But when I'm in, like you said, it's the respect. You represent me, I represent you.
Mhm.
So I'm not gonna be out here sagging looking like I'm gangbanging on 3rd Street. You know what I'm saying? Or in Compton or something.
Right.
When I'm out, I'm gonna have respect on my clothes, respect on my
Absolutely.
name.
Yeah.
Same thing for you. Okay, yeah, you can wear that dress, but don't just wear any kind of dress. Don't wear any kind of skirt. Cause hey, you represent me. I didn't date a ratchet chick.
Right.
I don't want a ratchet
I don't
chick.
want a ratchet
I know where to
chick.
go get one.
But- and
you know, so
I agree with that.
I think
because
all of that orbits around
What's
communication.
dropping the gym?
Oh, he on it, I'm telling you. My answer would be sex. I think that's the hardest part for
Why?
these, because sex brings so many issues for these kids nowadays. One, sexual identification.
Okay.
They be so fucking confused. I'm sorry, it just is what it is. And I am saying, for those who gay, you gay. I don't give a fuck about that. I'm talking about the ones who confused. Real deal, somebody convinced you. It is what it is. We see that all the time, right? The hookup culture.
The
Right.
sneaky link.
The sneaky link, right? Women running up their body counts,
Oh man.
right? Then say it don't matter, but then ask them what the count is. They won't say it. I thought it
I
didn't
know
matter.
that's the same for men. We just not gonna
What-
stereotype.
No.
the
You
women
can
now.
tell me. No. One thing we don't do is stereotype women. You hear me
just
ask the
letting you
same
know.
question for
I'm just
women.
letting you know.
No. And I appreciate you, you know what I'm saying, holding that down for women. You know, we supposed to. You're supposed to. But I try to keep it balanced. You know what I'm saying? So the same way I'll say something like that for a woman, I'll run back and be like, well, dudes be the one trying to run up their body counts. And then want to get with a good woman when they 35. Talking about a man. Well, you've been out here being a hoe your whole life, and now you want a good woman. So that's why I say I do
But
it both.
karma's something serious. I'm
No,
telling
karma's a bitch.
Yeah,
And you gotta
and
call
then-
it what it is.
And then you'll find out because you'll be to find yourself in a position where it takes so freaking long to have children because you can shot them all over.
Right.
Alright.
Or if you the type, you running through women. You running through women, you running through women, you running through women, you running through women. What do you think you attracted? You attracted women who want to get ran through.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So when it's time for you to find somebody to settle down with, you're not gonna find that wholesome woman.
Nope.
Because that's not the energy you're putting out.
Nope.
You see what I'm saying? You always put out the party vibe, the this vibe. That's what's always gonna come to you.
Come
If
on,
you
somebody.
Yeah, you have to come on and, you know what I'm saying, and like really,
And then you had that child, and that child be a girl, and then that girl go through everything you don't want her to go through. Just saying.
or you get the player curse and had 3 girls.
Oh, Jesus.
Right. That's what they call the player curse. Any man who got 3 girls, he must have been hell in his younger days. That's what they say. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I heard a quote from Kiki Palmer today. She
Mhm.
was like,
I like Kiki Palmer too, by
we
the way.
attract what we comfortable with.
Absolutely.
She was like,
Absolutely.
sometimes we gotta get outside our comfort zone. A person that wants you to like add on to you and wants you to step outside your comfort zone, them the people that we run from.
Mhm.
But the people that makes us comfortable
Yep.
Mhm.
and tell us yes, just do this, do that. Them the people we want to be with, but we wonder why we can't grow and we still stuck.
Can I say something? Because amen in the church over here.
Uh-huh.
Can I say something?
But we having a grown ass conversation.
I'm
That's what I'm
telling
talking about.
you,
Uh-huh.
get with somebody and you see that they need to step outside of their comfort zone. We talked about fitness earlier, right?
Mhm.
You need to, hey, this is what you can do to make this better, to make that better. Or you get with somebody that's used to running over somebody and you say, hey, you ain't gonna run over me. Hey,
No.
look, boom,
No,
boom,
go
boom, boom,
ahead, go ahead.
boom. They don't like that because once again, they're so used
can't wait to
to
add on to this.
being able to talk down on somebody.
Alright.
So used to just saying, I'm just gonna stay in my bed for 13 hours, get up, go work for 8, come home, do the same thing, but you wonder why you're getting fat.
Mm.
Or whatever, because that person is
Mm.
coming in and saying, okay, I'm gonna make you the better you. Hey, work out. Hey, don't dress like that. Hey, why don't you wear this? You actually look great in that. Don't worry about the cosmetics. Don't worry about
nah,
keeping
you
up with the
can't do that, 'cause
Joneses.
now you being controlling.
Now you being controlling.
Now you being
Now you
controlling.
being
You see what I'm talking about?
narcissistic and all this other
Uh-huh.
stuff. Go ahead, though, sister.
Uh-huh.
You got
Woo.
it. You got this.
you said some gems right there and there, but
Come on, let's talk
it
about
just be
it.
like you wonder why people, the person that you like the most, that's the one that's gonna ghost you. Cause back to
Yep.
what he said,
Yep.
back to what he said.
Yep.
Now that you getting somebody outside their comfort zone, they gonna ghost you because now you getting them out. You really getting them out of their comfort zone, and now they starting to see the person that they've been putting up for so long is coming over their shoulder, and it's not. Now you too much my reality, so I gotta go. So I gotta go.
Yep.
I gotta go surround myself around people I can look down on,
Mm.
or I'm just comfortable with.
Right.
So-
Because I feel like I'm better than them, so I'm comfortable.
Yeah.
Like you said, yeah, absolutely. What you got, Rick? Did we get your opinion on that?
Rick got some knowledge over there.
No, I was just listening. I'm like,
Okay,
well,
okay.
yeah.
Normally when he
Yeah.
go back like
Yeah,
this,
yeah,
I
yeah.
do. I'm
Like,
like,
that was a good
That's
one.
my
Yeah.
favorite squad. You gotta be inspired, not intimidated.
All right.
All right, so look,
So,
that's
oh,
what I was about to ask. Yeah, so trying to get people out of their comfort zone instead of like coming off like to making it seem like you're controlling or whatever. What if it's like more in the realm of like, okay, let's do this for the sake of fun? You think
But
that
if
can
get
work?
them out of their
You
comfort
think that
zone?
can work in
But
a
I feel like
relationship?
if they don't want to do it, they're not going to do it. It don't matter how much you change it up and make them feel comfortable with it.
Yeah,
If they don't want to do it, if they mind made up, there's no way you can get them out of that.
I was just gonna say that
Yeah.
because if you especially we're talking about on the dating scene, if somebody do something like if I the things that I do for fun, I'm not gonna stop doing it because you don't want to do them because now I'm changing. If I say, hey
Right,
man, let's go do
right.
this and have some fun because
Right.
I've done it before in past relationships. I'm like, hey, everybody want to go out. You
Right.
don't want to go out? Well, shit. Now I'm not going out. Okay, no. I'm not gonna live like that. I need to go out and have some fun because I don't go out because I gotta work. I want to have some fun. You want to sit in the house and mope all day and gossip and
Now,
watch all
here's
this
a compromise
drama.
to
I
that
can't
though
do
at the
that.
same
And
time.
then talk
so-
about,
Yeah.
hey, do it look like I'm putting on some
But
pounds?
I don't mean to come. I mean just not doing it all. Because then it's like, well, dang. You
Well,
know.
yeah, you
But
don't
if,
want
like
to
you
go.
said, if you communicate and compromise,
There you go.
You can make it work. We
Because-
ain't gonna go out all the time. We can go out some of the
Let
time.
me ask you a question.
That goes back to being equally yoked. I'm
Oh.
sorry.
I like the term.
That's on some shit right there too.
For real.
But let me ask you this. Dang, you make me lose my train of
I'm
thought.
sorry.
If a dude takes you out on a date, right? Damn, my fault. Anybody
Come
takes
on,
you out
'cause
on
I
a
feel
date,
like I
right?
know where this going.
Where it's going?
Go ahead. I'll say it. I'm gonna tell you if you get there.
Okay. If a dude take you out on a date, should he take you where you want to go or take you where he want to go? Is that what you thinking I was gonna say?
No.
Okay.
But I'm gonna answer that question.
Alright.
I feel like back to the word communication. Like if I'm telling you all this stuff, I'm big on details. Like a man can pay attention to my the wording. Like
Right.
he really sits down and pay attention to details. If I tell this man this is my favorite restaurant, this that, and he just up and surprise me and take me to that, that's gonna get you pointers. But I get it. Like if we go to his favorite restaurant, I'm not gonna dislike or discredit him for taking me out because at the end of the day, he took me out. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Absolutely.
It's still a dinner date. You know what I'm saying? You still giving
yes.
me your time. I'm still giving you my time.
So what's the first date then? First very initial date. Like y'all don't really know each other yet. None of that. And he say, hey, I want to take you out. And you're like, okay, cool. And he take you to a sports bar or something. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I love to eat. So my first date,
love to eat.
first date, you can just take me out to eat. I'm
Right.
not big on the materialistic stuff. Y'all can have that. I'm big on the small stuff.
I like that. I'm big on the small stuff. All right.
Yeah, so he can't impress you with no period steakhouse.
Honestly, I'm gonna be so honest.
Give me some
I
steak.
do
Oh,
not
damn.
like the big the Paris, the
Mhm.
I don't like the big name.
J. Alexander.
Yeah, because I don't be feeling
Papa
like
Do's.
they food.
Papa Do's.
They food don't be that
Ruth
good to me. I'm simple.
I don't like what's that steakhouse? Saltgrass. I think Saltgrass.
I never heard of them before. They must have just.
Steakhouse. They're kinda new
must
to the
have
city,
just-
kinda.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
about to say they kind of.
I'm just big on if you're gonna spend that much money, you might as well take me to a place where I can
Get a
these-
buffet.
Yeah, you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And then
Go
you
to
get
the
dessert
corral
after
there,
that.
look.
I wouldn't say no go to corral now. That's fast.
Nah, I ain't been to go to. Actually, I did like it, but I ain't been in a while.
That's neat.
So look. Oh, you had something to say?
I was just gonna say when it comes to going out and stuff like that,
Mhm.
it's definitely gonna be somewhere I want to go, but I at least I need to know off of talking when you talk to them
Mhm.
if that's stuff that they do. Like if I want to go see this particular movie, it's like, yo, do you go to the movies? Because if I know you're gonna be somebody doing this
Mhm.
Ooh,
or not paying attention, first of all, I might not even take you out in the first
Right.
place, but it's gonna be things like, all right, well, what do you like to do in your like, you know what I'm saying?
And that's why
when you
movies
start
ain't good for first
Oh,
dates.
definitely
in my
not.
opinion. It's
Definitely not,
good.
but I'm
You know
using
what
that as an
saying?
example.
Yeah, no doubt.
But
yeah.
if I'm like, okay, like you said, Paris Steakhouse, I'm not going to steakhouse. I'm not taking myself to that steakhouse. It just is what it is. It's personally.
Same thing.
personally.
Yeah, right.
But if I'm like, okay, what type of food you like, just because, people vegan, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
So if you're like, okay, I like to eat, whatever, bet. I'm throwing places out there, we going here. Or hey, 1 or 2 spots, pick one. Because I already know these are places that I like to go. But that's just me. That's me. You know what
Take
I'm
off the
saying?
last part. Take off the last part and you good.
That's fine.
We
But,
going here or here. Don't
but-
say pick one.
but hey. But,
Yeah, when you can do that,
Don't give
it's
y'all
like,
to pick one
it
out,
gives,
because-
it gives
But hold on.
attitude.
Let me speak. That's worked for me in some situations.
But no,
Not
I'm just
all.
being funny because
Not all. But I
telling
do.
a woman to make a choice.
I do.
Double
I
cheese.
do.
We
But-
don't-
Standard.
We gonna
But-
pick neither one of
but-
them.
Exactly.
But I have been in situations where yes, that has happened, but it has also worked more in my favor because I already know based off the information I got through talking.
Mhm.
So then I can say,
Well-
hey, I may not necessarily have it down packed. I might say, all right, Yummy Bowl or O'Charlie.
Yummy,
Right.
yummy.
Because they all in the same
All the
spot.
time.
I-
All the
Especially they
time.
in the same spot. And
Yes.
it's like, you know what, I'm
Yummy
feeling
Bowl
this. He's like,
delicious.
yeah, let's do. But that's,
But-
once again, if
yeah,
y'all
oh, yeah.
on the same plane.
But-
If it's just somebody just straight new,
That's
hey,
what we're
look,
talking about. Somebody straight new.
All right, look,
like,
I'm-
just new.
I want to go to, hell, Chick-fil-A. I'm going to Chick-fil-A. You want to go?
Right.
Hey, meet me here.
It be small things.
It be
Yeah.
stuff like
Yeah,
that.
we can sit at the park and
Or come to-
talk.
That's right. That's right.
Because first time, man, it's about getting to know that person, really.
Okay, Pat, for you, you'll
Okay.
take this one.
Let's go.
What do you
No, I'm
what
okay.
do you dislike
Okay.
about modern day men and modern day women? What do you dislike about them?
Do I need to pick one each, or I need to pick
No,
one
give
thing
me
for
give me a
both?
characteristic of both that you don't like.
All right, about each.
Yeah.
Modern day men and modern day women.
Mm-hmm.
Modern day women are not submissive,
Mm.
and they don't know. They
Ooh.
don't know the term because
Mhm.
they say they want a traditional man, but they don't want to be a traditional woman.
Woo,
Come
talk
on,
to
you
him.
haven't got-
Talk
hold
to
on,
him,
hold
bro.
on.
Talk to him.
Explain that.
Talk to him, bro.
Explain
Woo.
that
Ooh.
submissive word.
Yes.
Okay.
Explain that.
Hell yeah.
Two psychologists,
know-
head to head.
Okay,
Right.
okay. Do you read the Bible? Have you read the Bible?
Yes.
Because I don't like to challenge nobody.
I got you, come on.
You know what I'm saying? Religion.
Give it to me.
Okay, so when a man says submissive, do you think he's meaning somebody who's gonna, I'm gonna bark at you and you're gonna tap out? Or when I say, hey babe, I'm gonna take lead on this one, you back down, let me take lead on this one.
Okay, I go with the second.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
because I have been told in all relationships, I want a traditional man, blah, 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 blah. Okay, cool.
But they're not gonna be.
But they're not gonna be traditional, or at least in the beginning, they may not, you know what I'm saying? Because a traditional man, as you, didn't we not just say, hey, look, when you wanna go somewhere on that first date, you pick it, right? Hey, I wanna go here, first date, or second date, hey, babe, let's go out to eat, I got the place picked out, yada, 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 etc. Or in a situation where that man is, you might see something, right? It might be something he needs to take care of. He say, hey, this is what we're gonna do. This is the route we're gonna go. This how it's gonna go down. It's gonna be straight. I don't wanna do that and da 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 da.
What you got? She about to blow up.
Go ahead, go ahead. Yeah.
I feel like he coming for me because.
Wow.
Time
Time out.
No.
Why?
I
Why?
say that.
Why?
I say that because
Mhm.
I feel like I'm not as submissive. Because I always, like, we got this term, women has this term, like, if you get an independent woman that's always been by themselves, always had to figure it out by themselves,
Mhm.
they take on that characteristic when they meet another, like, their partner, or they meet another person,
Mhm.
because it's like, they it's hard for them to step outside of that, who they are. So
Mhm.
it's not like now I'm joining forces with you,
Mhm.
but I gotta step down, but I haven't been taught how to step down.
Right.
So now that I'm carrying that generational curse,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna continue to carry that
Absolutely.
curse onto what I'm going through now.
Mhm.
And it's like when we meet y'all, it's like, oh, he too controlling.
Okay, well now let me
Go
let me
ahead.
respond to that.
Go ahead.
Single women, excuse me, not single, but independent women, right, will say, I'm independent because I had to take on the male role because I had kids. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of shit, right? You'll never hear a man say, I'm more feminine because I had to raise kids. I had to do this. Point being, that's a choice that y'all make.
Right.
Now choose to take on these masculine traits, right? Because, and you've seen plenty of women do it without being quote unquote masculine or quote unquote aggressive, right? So for the ones who deem themselves that, they chose to do that.
Right.
They chose to title themselves that. That's what I mean by
Right.
that. Because a woman who got to raise kids on her own, very unfortunate, that's not her fault.
Right.
She had to take on certain, I get it, right? But to run around and deem yourself or call yourself, hey, listen, I'm this. I'm a masculine type woman, or I'm an independent type woman. Really? You're not. Stop. No one is independent.
It just
Nobody
took
is
me a great
independent.
person.
I got one for you
Well,
though.
hold on, just a sec. No one is independent.
Right.
No one is independent.
You don't hear me say
Strong
that
and
either.
independent woman should not be a term y'all want to run around and use. Strong independent male should not be a term that men want to run around
Right.
and use. And that's just the truth of it, right? Because I seen that. I seen that. But that's okay. That's okay. I challenge that. That's what this is about, right? So I can hear the woman's point of view. You can hear the male's point of view. From a male's point of view, no male wants to hear a woman say, I'll be submissive to the right male.
That's selective. That's double
It's
standard.
selective. Just like y'all don't want to hear a man say, I'll be masculine to the right female.
Right.
But y'all do though.
No, we don't.
No.
No,
I
no,
say
no,
that
no.
because
No.
Go ahead. Go ahead. No,
Yeah.
let go. No, go ahead.
I
hear.
feel like that because like when you meet that right person and you be like, well, this person making me do this, making me do that. Now I'm into that role not even knowing that I'm changing.
Right.
So I feel like it takes the right person
I
to
have a
do
question to
that.
that. I have a question to that before
Go
you go
ahead.
ahead. But going off of what you just said earlier, how do you know that you've met? How do you even know? Because you just sat here and said, well, I'm so used to being independent. You could be with that right person and will run that right person off because the minute they're trying to be traditional and lead you, you just said it, well, hey, I'm so used to doing everything by myself, then now I feel like you're controlling me. That's contradiction. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. Not you, because I
Right.
said, when we said we're talking about modern women. that is the problem that we deal with modern women, because you're so used to doing everything by yourself that the minute a man says, "Hey, babe, I got this, chill out." No, you can't tell me you being controlling. But it's like then when he run off,
Favorite
it's
word
like.
is, you can't tell me what to do.
But when
Saying
things
now.
don't work out and y'all go y'all separate way, you start to see elsewhere outside perspective that was a good dude, because you speak about the right person. But how do you know if you got the right person if you don't give them a chance first? Now, if he come in the house and he say, "Bitch, why my clothes ain't clean? Why my food?" That's different. But if he come in the house and he like, "All right, babe, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Let me take care of it. Don't worry about this." Da 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 da. That is your traditional man doing what he needs to do.
You had something, man.
No, I was just about to say, I mean, like, for those that are independent, there are some women that are independent because, like, when they came up, they made up in their own mind that they're not going to be that tight. They're just going to rely on somebody to do for them,
Right,
due to
right.
either letdowns
Yes,
or because
absolutely.
they felt like, hey, if I can't get it, I'm going to go out and get it. You
Mhm.
see what I'm saying? Whether they're going
Right.
to get a job, and they've been doing it for so long to where they become accustomed to it, to where they're not accustomed to asking people for help,
Right,
financially,
right.
or
Absolutely.
emotionally, or whatever. You see what I'm saying? So that's where it's like kind of like a double-edged sword on that.
It's a double-edged sword to a degree, but then it's also a problem because you will have some, not all, you will have some of those women still go out and say, "Well, I need a man, and I need a man to do X, Y, and Z." The same things that man, certain men, are trying to do. So yes, you have those women who are in those positions where they had no choice. They had to get it on their own, and maybe didn't have their father figure depending on their lifestyle, how they grew up. But then at the same time, you still have that man. They still say, "Well, I still need a man to be a man and do this and do this." But it's like, you telling me you want me to be me and do what I'm supposed to do, but then you're saying, "Well, I don't really need it, and I'm used to doing this by myself." What do you want?
Well, see, the thing is,
You
it's
know what
not a
I'm saying?
need, it's a want. You see what I'm saying? So they don't need anybody to do that for them. They just want somebody to do that for them, right? Which is nothing wrong with that at all. But going back to what I asked you earlier,
Mhm.
you don't hear men saying, "Well, I got to raise these kids. I need to be more in my feminine bag." So why do women feel the need to say, "I need to be more in my masculine bag" if I'm raising kids or single or whatever the case may be? See what I'm saying? And you said, "Well, yes, they do." Right? That's what you said. Oh, I heard it.
Yeah.
And I disagree with that because men are masculine all the time.
Right.
Like, we're not going to say we're going to be masculine only when we get a woman.
Right.
Because we'll never get a woman. Because how is it, like, you got to walk around with whatever it is you want to present to this woman.
Yep.
If she don't see you, if she see you as a child, and then you walk into her and you just big macho man, well, she already made up in her mind how she see you. So we got to walk around and be who we are all the time.
Right. We
can't pick and choose masculinity.
I've heard, "I'll be more feminine when you be more masculine." I'm tired of being masculine. I've heard that.
See, and that's
That's
And
to
toxic.
me,
And-
that's very
That's
toxic.
And
in my opinion,
it goes
yes.
to what you said. We don't say, "Oh, well, my girlfriend or the chick that I'm talking to or the chick that I want to get, she's not doing this for me, so I'm not gonna be masculine." Because now you still got to go out in the world. You still got to be around your bros, your dad, whatever. Man, why you acting like that? Well, because my girl don't love me. What the fuck? We don't say that. No,
Right.
I still gotta go to work. I still gotta fix this
We
car,
speak
fix
in
this
front
house.
back in the day.
No.
2023, yes y'all do. 2023, yes y'all do.
No, I'm speaking for right now. Maybe you're not listening for right now or dating or dealing with right now, but I'm speaking for right now. Back in the day, that man's gonna tell you that and you're just gonna get it, period. Them baby boomers in his generation, this is what we gonna do. And the minute you get flat, it's like, all right, shit, go on your way. Some of these men, and I want to answer the question to the men,
Okay.
these modern men are too feminine.
Absolutely.
Because of the clothes,
Absolutely. Yes.
the accessorizing, that's
Yes.
stuff that women do.
Yes.
Thank you.
Don't wear
Yes.
these women clothes.
Yes.
Talking about you gangster. Talking about
Yes.
you, because now you will get women
Thank
who
you.
will see you as being feminine.
But
Thank you.
look, let me say
I'm
this.
glad you said that.
Oh yeah, because I don't like that.
Yeah, I hate it. But
That's why I disagree with him.
on
When
what
he was
part?
talking about the masculine and I,
But that's why we say it's certain ones. Certain
But also,
ones,
you
certain
hear
ones.
women say, "I like these zesty men." You hear them making these videos. "I like these men to be metro."
I'm sorry.
You see what I'm saying?
talking to no
Metro
man.
or
They
retro?
tighter than mine.
No, metrosexual,
I'm sorry.
which is just like a man who gets pedicures, manicures.
I like
But
that.
he's not gay though. You know, he's just metro. It's called metrosexual.
Man, close
And
enough, I get
you
out there,
hear
get
women,
fingernails,
but
put
nowadays
the nails,
this
and that's
generation
it.
call it zesty. And you hear women saying they like zesty men, they
I
like
a man
or
that
they like
gets
pretty
his-
men.
His feet and hands done now, but them tight jeans, that's different.
See,
the
but-
way you dress, that's different.
It's worse now
Oh, I
because they ain't
agree.
even the tight jeans anymore. These niggas wearing skirts.
Well, okay, let's not take it that far. But you're right. No, you're right. But
Certain
I'm saying,
things that they're doing, they should not be doing.
the
Let me
tight
put it that
jeans,
way.
right? The tight jeans. I told you about the video. I'll tell you about it as well. It's a video going around. Start from the ground. You see 2 pair of J's, 2 pair of ripped jeans, two tight ass sweatshirts. You cannot tell the difference on male or female until they get to the breast. Real deal.
I'm already knowing.
Real deal. So it's like in that situation, are women being masculine or are men being feminine?
I think
Both.
it's both.
I think it's men being feminine. This whole sexuality thing that they pushing right now, where masculinity is almost a bad thing. All these young dudes is converting over. You see all these dudes doing that. That's gay as hell. That little hip dance
That
shit.
little Uzi.
Dudes should not be doing that.
A little Uzi dance.
I'm sorry, and you see so many of them doing it. A lot of the dance trends that come out now
Now.
come from gay people dancing, come from drag queens dancing. If you don't believe me, go look it up. Go look it up where half of these dances are coming from.
Mhm.
Half of them come from the gay folks and the dances that they do. And people just take it and put a hip hop spin to it.
Okay.
It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Just go look it up and you'll see.
Mhm.
But also, a lot of these dudes are just so feminine.
Mhm.
They are feminine. It just and their excuse is, well, I'm doing me or I'm being or whatever. It's like, okay, no problem. Do you, but I see you was convinced too. You see what I'm saying?
Until they get a real feminine dude step to them, then they like, oh hell no, bro, back up. But no, you.
They don't even do that no more. They ain't gonna fight. They don't fight no more neither.
Oh.
I'm
They
just
shoot.
about to say,
All they do is shoot.
no, my issue is no empathy or lack of emotion for life.
Mhm.
They don't care
That's-
about life no more. They're
Nah,
so
yeah.
quick to pick up a gun. I remember
Yes.
back in the day. I'm not even gonna ask you how you is, but you look like you're around our speed. But I'm pretty sure you can
No.
remember.
No, she's not.
Okay, but when we were young,
He's
and
way
we go to
younger than
the football games and stuff.
I thank you for the compliment.
Yeah, if I was the cashier, you wouldn't get carded. Okay, so
Okay.
all right, so look, I can remember going to the
She
football
legal.
game.
Yeah,
She
I'm
legal.
And
sure
they'll
was.
fight.
Yeah.
They'll fight. But then it'll be 10, 12 of them. They'll just be out there thumping. Nobody would pull a gun out. Not even the fire in the air. That was before they would just bust one shot in the air and everybody take off running.
Right,
But back in
right.
the day, you fight.
Yeah.
If there's more than
And
one,
now-
you pick up a stick.
Now they just shooting.
Now you pick up a stick, they're gonna pull out a gun with a stick hanging out of it.
Not only are they shooting, but they shooting everybody. They can't aim.
Everybody.
They going
now,
in places and shooting up the entire place.
But
Instead
what's
of saying,
funny
okay, I'm gonna
is-
catch when he come outside, we're gonna box. It's like I'm just gonna shoot up the parking lot. I'm
These
gonna shoot
niggas
up
would be
beside the
feminine with everything we just said and still shoot the shit out you.
Oh yeah. Oh,
With
yeah.
his tight jeans on,
Oh yeah.
with his tight shirt on, with his choker chain on. Literally a choker.
Yep.
That's some women wear. Not men, but
With
now you got
tats coming
dudes
all
wearing
up to
it.
here.
Also, the man purse. My generation wouldn't
It's a
dare
purse. It's a purse.
wear a man purse.
It's a purse.
I mean, I'm just saying, you know,
Yeah, I
because
know.
the way they wear
They call it
it.
the man bag.
It's ridiculous.
But
The-
then-
the other thing, you said small things, right? Let me tell you something small that fucking burns me up. To see dudes wear pants with no belt. Because as a man, you are taught fashion, real fashion, how to dress. Pants without a belt in it is a female fashion trend. Because normally y'all want to show off how thick y'all is and show off your stomach if y'all got, you know what I'm saying, flat stomach. That's something that females do, right? But most females don't even know that. Because I can tell you didn't, right? But
because I'm always looking for a belt.
but most dudes don't even know that. Why? Because they wasn't taught by their dad.
Well, hell, they can't wear a damn belt nowadays. They damn pants is choking the hell out of them now.
But that's true too. But I'm just saying, just the fact that these men don't even know you're supposed to wear a belt with your pants. You're supposed to, as fashion. They don't know that. They don't get it. You see what I'm saying? Earlier you had said something about the older generation missing the next generation. I know you're referring to women, but it's the same thing on the men's side. It's a lot of these young men who did not get taught by their dad. So they don't know. They out here trying to figure this shit out on their own. Listening to Fresh and Fit and Kevin Samuels and all these other guys. I like Kevin Samuels, some of his stuff. Right. I don't know if you know who that is or not, but most women don't like him.
Okay.
And they don't like him because they say his delivery. Not what he's talking about. They like his message. They don't like his delivery
That's another thing.
on how he talks to
But
women.
that's
You know what I'm
another
saying?
thing.
His show is mostly women calling in to internet show.
Okay.
And yeah.
That's another thing, though. We gotta talk about that. You can't expect somebody's delivery to benefit your feelings
Ooh.
because
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
everybody that I've talked to, if I've asked them about Kevin Samuels, they don't like Kevin Samuels. Like you said, it's the delivery.
It's delivery.
But even
And that's all it is.
through experience, I've been through that, and it's like, okay, you want to catch yourself and stuff like that, but it's
I
like
go through that all the
if
time.
you're having a conversation and the truth needs to be told, and it's like, hey, you effing up, blah blah blah, you can't expect my delivery to benefit your feelings. If
Absolutely.
you are doing something and it bothers me or it's hurting our relationship, and I say, hey, look, you fucking up, We need to get this on the roll. La, la, la. You can't tell me we don't talk like that. But just 20 minutes ago, you was calling me everything but the child of God.
Right.
In every different language you could think of.
Right. Absolutely.
Now,
Absolutely.
now in the days with dating, and not just 2023, I say the last decade, people are. You talk about this on the podcast. Kid gloves.
Oh yeah.
People want their hand to be held, and they don't
Yep.
want you to talk to them a certain
Yep.
way after they done cussed you down.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you say, okay, I'm finna take my energy and match it with yours
Mhm.
and tell you what you need to hear. Now I'm being controlling, narcissistic, misogynistic, blah, blah, blah,
And all these
blah.
other
And I don't want to hear
words that
that.
everybody uses.
Because it don't matter what generation you came from, you was always told if you're old enough to pass a lick, you old enough to take a lick. So shit,
Good point.
if you gonna sit here and call me an effing bum or F boy or I don't know how to do,
God.
then I'm gonna tell you what you're not doing right.
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. It's
And hopefully at the end we can say, all right, man, let's get our shit together. Like, come on,
right.
you know what I'm saying?
But we both know it don't
It
work
don't.
like that because
Let's
Now
go
when
make
you
some
find
time.
one, you be surprised. You be like,
well,
damn,
if you find the right
shit.
one, but most of the time, if a woman throw a deep shot at you and you throw a deep shot back,
Oh, she crying.
she gonna be pissed at you.
Oh yeah.
Like
Or,
super pissed.
now in this generation, because we can hit below the belt, the man ain't gonna talk to us for a good minute.
And that goes to show how sensitive these dudes are. Once upon a time, a woman can say anything to a man. He'd be like,
Oh,
whatever.
not this.
And these dudes be sassy as hell. That's what I'm saying. All right, so let's move on. Okay,
Yeah.
50-50 on bills.
Yes or no?
What you think?
Yes.
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 Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Come on now. Talk to us. Let us know. Talk to us.
No. Don't talk. Don't just answer it. Explain.
I say it depends.
On what?
I say it depends.
I mean,
Because
yeah.
not all the time this person gonna be up and this person gonna be up. Sometimes this person may be down and this person may be up.
Mhm.
So it just be like, long as we communicate that and we there for each other, it shouldn't matter about 50-50 on bills. Now if you up and both of us up and we like,
That's-
I got you, babe. I'm going.
No, we saying assume both is up, right?
All right.
Both got steady
Going
jobs.
into it.
Alright, so
Going into it because yes, ups and downs are gonna happen in every
Yeah, but we ain't
relationship.
talking about that. We talking about
Going right
both is
into
up,
it.
Yeah, I
both
went
got
through
both
one.
got jobs, right? What do you think about 50-50?
On
Let's
everything.
be honest, because I can tell you probably ain't with it. You probably like,
well, I'm growing, y'all. So I'm
Right.
gonna say yes, but a part of me is saying no.
Explain.
I'm gonna say no because like I was like as I grew up, I was always taught the man like long as he going out to work and stuff, he's supposed to take care of the household and let the woman be the housewife.
absolutely,
So
absolutely.
when you say 50-50, like now in this generation, yeah, but back in the day, no.
I agree, 100%. 100%, I agree with that. But first of all, I would say this, right?
Tell them about
Ain't nothing wrong with 50-50. Nothing wrong with, because my wife is the type of woman who will refuse to do anything other than 50-50. Guaranteed.
All
She
right.
gonna be like, listen, you ain't gonna ever have the opportunity to tell somebody that you paid for my whole existence. That's her.
Yeah, that's me.
And
sister-in-law.
and my thing is, one, I've never even said that, but I get where she coming from. It's like,
Right.
okay, cool, this is who you
That
are.
goes back
No
to
problem.
being independent, but you still in a relationship. That's it. That
What-
independent mindset.
Well,
It
she-
still has something to do with the independent mindset.
to a certain extent, right? But my wife isn't independent. She'll tell you, my wife is submissive. She'll tell you that herself. Like I say she's not. She says she is. How crazy is that? Right. I'm like, no, you ain't. She be like, yes, I am, and I got to think about it. And actually, she is. But it's more of a modern day submissive, right? No problem with that. What you have? I think
I was gonna let you finish. Then I ain't want to interrupt.
Go
you.
ahead. No, go ahead.
You are not getting anywhere in this world on an average
By
without-
yourself,
By yourself. I don't care who you are.
unless you just balling like that.
I said on average.
Unless you
good
have a
point. He did-
master's,
he
not
did.
everybody have a
He
master's.
did say on
Okay,
average,
yeah,
though.
yeah,
He said on average. He
Some
did.
people
He
got a
did.
master's and they're not putting it to work. You still average.
Good point.
yeah. All right.
On average, I don't care who you are. I don't care what job you have. Unless you have millions of dollars, then that means you're not on average. You cannot afford to be by yourself. You cannot afford to not go 50-50. When you are in a relationship, 50-50 don't just apply to the bills. You want a man to do this, and then you say, okay, well, I'm gonna take this part and yada yada, etc. If you're not gonna do some of those things for me, the man said to the woman said to me, I will go find somebody else. I am not gonna stay out here and go broke paying all the bills, and You are making the bills just like I am. I'm not paying them all.
Now that's where
On the average,
a lot of men think nowadays when women want them to pay all the bills.
some,
You
yes.
see what I'm saying? Because I'm paying all the bills where you stacking all your bread.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And if something
Communication-
happened, then you just gonna dip with a pocket full of bread
Communication
and
is key.
I'm
Now,
short. You know what I'm saying?
now, if you go into it and the man say, "Hey, look, I'm gonna do this. I got this." How do you know what are you thinking? You be like, "Okay, yeah, that's cool. I'll take care of this thing." Once again, y'all are communicating and y'all deciding what roles y'all want to take. If y'all are communicating and it's like, "Hey, we both gonna tackle everything because we both understand what we're going through. We want to make each other's lives easier." Once again, y'all are communicating. If the woman say,
Mhm.
"You gonna pay all my bills," and the dude say, "Well, you're gonna cook all my food and whatever,"
That's
if that's
an
what you,
agreement.
if that's what
Right,
you
that's how
agree
you
on.
agreed and set
But
that up.
I'm not going into any situation expecting me to do all or expecting her to do all. I don't care how old you are. I mean, I don't care how old you are because you know what I'm saying. But it's not gonna work in this day and age with inflation. On average,
Especially now with inflation.
especially now with
what you got?
inflation.
Because I'm finna move on to this next
Oh, no,
question.
I'm good.
Okay, cool. You said something, and I'm throwing it in right now, just on the fly.
Go ahead.
And I want everybody to address it. They say black women are the most educated, right, in this country.
The most educated?
Yes, that's what they say. But
Give me the
But-
stats.
no, I'm about to give you a stat. That actually
I
real
was just trying to ask him, how you know that?
because
Oh, this stat man said, Gina.
absolutely. I do all research.
Watch the podcast.
All
and
of
figure
this.
it out.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, it's
But
it's,
the
it's,
truth of the matter is, black women are the most enrolled
I was finna say that they're not
in
the most
college in this
educated,
country.
but that is
Not
that's
necessarily
not
the
a
most
shot.
educated. No, it's not. No, it's not a shot. It's not
Right.
a shot. No, not at all. Not at all.
Right.
But I just happened. You said something. You said something about that, and
Mhm.
it caught my ear when you said it. So, and I had just researched this just the other day. You know what I'm saying? So, black women are the most enrolled of any group in this country.
Okay.
The most enrolled in college, but they're not the most graduated.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So it's a distinct difference between those two right there.
So who put
But
out the stat? Who put out the quote of with black women the most educated?
I don't know where that stat came from.
Oh, okay.
But I know to find out the information for that, it's blackdemographic.com.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Step for black people
Praise
by,
Jesus, how you
by
doing?
black people. So that's
All
what,
right.
you know what I'm saying? That's why I went to get that information. Okay, but moving on to the next question.
Mhm.
And we actually all answered that already. But are men in 2023 too emotional?
She first.
Man, see how he did you? See how he did you?
Pass it.
Right, he just
You did assist.
yeah, Magic Johnson.
Chris Paul with the assist. Come on.
Are men too sensitive in
Yes.
2023?
I mean, I'm not all. I'm not.
But just on average, we just saying on average
Yes,
because you know.
yes, in
Yes,
my
I
opinion.
agree.
In your
yes.
opinion? Okay.
Because you should not be getting mad over stuff that I'm not mad for. Like,
Mm.
yeah.
Oh,
I'm
what'd you
not-
say? Oh, I thought Tiff said something too.
I'm not
Yeah,
addressing.
she said yes, so she agreed with you.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I'm not addressing stuff that shouldn't, like, what's understood ain't gotta be explained. So
Good point. Good point.
I'm big on communication and respect.
So, what do you think men do that show how emotional they are? So is it like if they get rejected, get curved? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I got a great example. Okay,
Okay.
so like for my birthday last year, like I dressed up like we all out, me and my homegirls or whatever. We was walking across the street going to Casanova because I love Casanova. And
up,
this
Casanova.
guy, right? This guy, like you know, you got crew right here, and on down you got other places you can go to. Downtown is very busy. So the guy he was walking across the street. He was screaming across the street, and he was trying to get one eye attention or whatever. But so happened he was trying to talk to me or whatever. He was screaming across the street, but he was with his homeboys, and I wasn't interested. And it's just so disrespectful to me how you can reject a guy and they called you every name in a book, and I just be like, but you just was trying to talk to me,
Right,
But now
right.
you got to show out because you're homeboy there, and then when you
Yep.
find me on social media, that's when you want to apologize. I do not like a private apology, but you gonna embarrass me in
Embarrass
public.
you
I do
publicly.
not like
Yeah,
that.
right.
Yeah, I agree with that. I do
No,
believe.
no, yes.
I do
yes.
believe that some men are more emotional, especially nowadays with
I see
certain
that a
things,
lot,
especially
for sure.
with
Very disrespectful. dude.
with the rejection. I mean,
Yes.
you should know, dude. If she's not into you, like once you see that, like once you get that vibe where she tells you, just walk away. You know what I'm saying? There's no need to do that. I feel like, and it's kind of a junction with this one because she said earlier that women do hit below the belt when it comes to debating and arguing. Sometimes you got to know, just don't even play into it because sometimes we do play into that and then we pop off when we should have been like, man, we knew she was gonna do that because either she's wrong, she feel guilty, she ain't got nothing to say. So depending on the type of person you're dealing with, they're gonna say something to kind of get you off track. So you got to be able to humble and discipline yourself and be like, I ain't gonna do that. But
Right.
especially with the rejection, it's like, dude, just move on. It's so many women out there, just move on.
Yep.
Because I've seen that too, and they just be like, well, why you gonna tell a dude no? Because they gonna try to fight you, they gonna cuss you
Yeah.
out, they gonna
Yeah.
follow you.
Yeah,
It's
so
like,
you
man,
just,
Yeah.
I just feel
And
like
that's a
we
real
just be-
thing.
and we be pressured to give y'all our
Yeah,
number
number,
because
yeah.
we just don't know how y'all gonna respond. So I just be like, well, I'm gonna give him my number. I already know I'm never gonna respond,
Right.
just so I can
Right.
just
And that's
kill the drama.
that's actually scary to be in. You know what
and
I'm
I'd
saying?
be like, and like, I
gotta
told
give
one of
give
my
up the
own
number so you
homegirls, I
don't-
was like, why
But you know
you
what,
never
though?
just gave him the wrong
Download the
number?
app Google Voice and get a second number. You can give a person an indirect number.
Yep.
They can reach you, but
But
then
now
not
this
have
generation
your
right
real
here,
number.
they gonna call you right there. They
Yeah,
gonna
they
call
did.
you.
Yeah, but if
Yeah.
you
You have
had
to make
an
sure
app,
your phone ring.
if you had an app on your phone, it's still gonna ring with the same ringtone.
I'll say this.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't say, you
You
don't
never-
say that on.
Man, that's Google. This
Oh,
been
I'm
out
like,
here
I
since-
can eat it out.
He
I
the
can eat
wrong
it
color.
out.
You don't
Yeah.
say that on.
long time.
So,
Long time.
are women too aggressive for their own good?
Yes.
Final question before
Yes.
we get out of here.
Yes.
Shot.
Yes. I don't give a goddamn. I don't give a good goddamn yes.
He said, yeah.
Yes. And it varies from state to state. It varies from generation to generation, yada yada, etc. But there are women who are too aggressive, just like there are some men who are too emotional. And it just is what it is.
And that's why I got those two right there
And-
like that.
You got these women, whether they feel like they got to be the man or whether they feel like this is the, well, this is how men are. Not all men are like that. Yes, you are not gonna get anywhere with a feminine or emotional ass man, like you're not gonna get anywhere with an aggressive ass woman unless you live in New York and that's what you like. Cause there are some, hey, yo, son.
Shot. Did you just say that?
Hey, but what about the different
No,
variations?
because that's
of
how women
aggressive?
talk in New York. You came
Shots.
from New York.
You taking the shot at
No,
my people now. That's
no,
my
so
people.
hold on, Rick,
Nah,
hold on.
He right though. He right.
And
No,
isn't
he
that
right.
not how women talk?
Get the fuck out, New York. You ain't welcome
I'm
anymore.
not-
I'm sorry.
I'm not.
Back the fuck
I'm not.
up.
I'm not playing in that. I'm not doing that.
I
Pineapple.
find it very
I'm not doing
New
that.
York is very disrespectful. I don't see how
Very.
people date in New York because I went down there to visit on
Mhm.
basketball, like on a basketball trip or whatever. And like you walking, they do not care.
Yeah, it's
about you.
different.
Like they
Yeah.
bumping you and everything.
Yes.
You either get out the way.
Goddamn, B.
Yeah,
Like, what the fuck?
that's how it is though.
But,
and the when the dude get rejected up there, oh my goodness, it's like a whole comedy show.
That's why your boots fucked up, bitch. You're
Yeah,
like,
no,
damn.
but this is the female to the dude.
Oh,
she
damn.
going in like they don't. You heard how she just said like, no, not interested. No,
Yeah.
nah, fuck no, be fuck wrong with
It
you
just
with
depends
your
on
dusty.
It just depends on where you at, and it
Yeah,
depends
it's-
on like what kind of girl you
Shit be
going
so
out there,
funny,
what
though.
kind of dude you going out there at the same time.
And the dudes don't care though. Dudes like, oh, okay, all right. Same way, like here, how one of us like, okay, whatever. Up there, dude like, all right.
But it
After
just
all
be
that
it just be
shit.
for me like.
It's aggressive as hell.
All right, so let's define aggressive because you know there are different variations of aggressive.
It is.
You have
It
physically
is.
aggressive, you have
Mhm.
verbally aggressive, you
Right.
have passive aggressive, you have
Good
sexually
point.
aggressive.
Okay, I would say in New York they are just upfront aggressive. They scarlet aggressive. And scarlet
Like
is
scarred.
Scarlet is that girl, that song I was just singing.
Uh,
I don't know if y'all heard that.
nah, I haven't.
Yeah, I
heard
just
that.
used it on one of my TikToks.
Oh, you did? All right. So and she's very aggressive. She's like punch you in the face aggressive. She like a female version of DMX for real. Like y'all got to see who I'm talking about.
I know exactly. What
She know who I'm talking about, right? Because her song is
Like
going
Lil
viral.
Durk and his chick always fighting on social
No, she
media.
works
No,
than
that
that.
ain't Lil Durk.
No.
That's Blueface.
That's
Blueface.
Blueface.
All
She
I
works
know
it
is
for
That's a
Sean.
whole
Blue
nother
Lock.
Yeah,
conversation
that's
for another day.
different.
Wow, shit.
Scarlett would beat the shit out of Blueface girlfriend. Scarlett look like she is like crazy for real. I'm gonna be honest with you. She
The
got
chick
that.
got a scar on her lip?
Yeah, that's why. She said her
Yeah,
brother
yeah,
punched
yeah.
her when she was younger,
I think
and
I seen her one
it
time.
never healed up correctly. Yeah. And I actually like the song. I don't know why. It's just aggressive.
I know why
It's
you like the
aggressive
song because
energy.
you from New York and you're aggressive.
Exactly. I mean,
Because you're just like your dad.
What
And I
part of New
can't
York
stand
you
him.
Brooklyn.
Oh Lord.
Exactly.
Don't get it wrong.
Right.
I had a teammate from Brooklyn.
Don't
Like
get it wrong.
she come down there. I come to telling her to run. She was like, "Yo, you wildin'."
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah, it's yeah, and
different.
that's what. Now, what's funny is, I don't know the words to that song. I just like the hook.
"That's
Get
crazy."
the fuck out of New York. You're
Cause you just
welcome
an
in New York.
aggressive ass dude.
Well, I mean, I just like it. Remind me of being at home. You know what I'm saying? But
We don't want you
I don't
down
wanna
here.
live there.
We don't want you down here anyway. You gon' get.
I
Go
don't
back
give
up
a
there.
fuck. I don't give a fuck who want me where. I'm staying.
You
Bitch,
gon'
we don't
you
talk about they
gon'
paying,
get.
we staying.
We don't want you around here.
I've been here 30 years now. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's it. But that's the show. That's the show for the evening, y'all. Anybody got anything else they want to add on? Well, the last one was our women too aggressive.
Yeah, I said yeah.
Or anybody got anything they want to add about anything?
Hell no, man. To go to YouTube and check out PSD7 Music, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
We'll put it in the description so that way people ain't got to figure it out. You can just go right to it and just that's what it is. Copy and paste. Y'all niggas still can copy and paste on your phone.
They
Go
can
and
add,
check.
they can add you now. You
Go
can
and
add
check it.
message in.
There you go.
Yeah.
At
They definitely do.
PSD7
They
Music
definitely do.
or YouTube.com/ for those people that still use it. PSD7 Music. You can check it out.
Backslash.
You know what I'm saying? Or you just go on Thoughts from Your Boy podcast, and then when you looking at the description
Right.
box, you're gonna see that goddamn link. We talking about PSD7 Music. Anyway,
He too aggressive.
I know, right? He act like he from New York.
Yeah, give him a
But,
hug or some shit.
I forgot to mention my podcast is called Mental Game. It's about we talk about athletes that suffer from mental health. So y'all go check it out. It's Talkers versus Doers on YouTube.
yes, please check it out.
Talkers versus Doers on YouTube
Hold on.
podcast. Be sure to check that out, y'all.
Make sure you subscribe, because people will literally do that. Oh, I'm just gonna check it out. No. You gotta subscribe, homie.
You got to.
And hit them
You got
like
to.
button.
That's
Because
right.
come on, man, when you doing this, man, you don't want people just saying, yeah, I checked it out. No, nigga, did you
Nah.
subscribe? I need you
Yeah.
to subscribe and hit that like button.
But you know what? I figure if they go check it out
Mhm.
and you
They
doing
gon-
something right,
yeah.
yeah, they gonna go ahead and subscribe. So that just means make sure you putting out the best content possible. You know what I'm saying? All right, I'm your boy Said, right? I heard that. I'm your boy Said, one half of the Thoughts from Your Boy podcast. Big shout out to Dysfunctional's World, Tricky Ricky in the building, PSD7, and of course our guest, superstar champion, J-Lo over here. You know what I'm saying? In the,
the
building.
super athlete.
A super athlete.
Everybody call me that. That's
So,
crazy.
hey, y'all be sure to tune in, subscribe, drop a comment, notification bell, all that good stuff. And like I said, for all your recording and audio needs, be sure to book with Alabama's finest Mastering Studios.
There you go.
With that being said, I'm your boy Said. We out of time till the next time. Screaming, let's talk. Peace.